MrBeast is an absolutely horrible person. He's like that bully in school that used to come up to you and grab your nippies and then twist them until you start bleeding and they go purple. And then after a few minutes, you oddly realize that you kind of liked it. But that's besides the point. We're not talking about that here. He's an absolutely selfish, horrible person. Let me just list a few of the things that he's done, and then maybe you guys can wake up a bit from this delusion that you're in thinking he's a good person. He's cured a lot of people's blindnesses. I know, right? It's absolutely horrible. He, in places in Africa where they had no drinking water, it was contaminated, really bad water to drink. He went there and built wells where they had sustainable, clean water to drink. I know, it's absolutely deplorable. And today he broke the camel's back. Today he did the most deplorable thing he's ever done on his channel. He built 100 homes so people can live comfortably and safely in those houses. I know it's disgusting and I want to throw up just saying it myself, but he has. He's actually built 100 homes for people to live in. It's gross. Now I know that wasn't the greatest acting, but it doesn't take fucking Ryan Reynolds for you to know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Twitter keyboard warriors who, for some reason, are miserable at absolutely everything the world does. And this isn't the first time they've got angry at a MrBeast video. They've gotten angry at every single one that he does, where he tries to help someone because apparently it's illegal to help anyone nowadays, or else you're just a fucking, you're worse than the devil, you're a piece of shit, you're gum under someone's fucking shoe. But yeah, they found a way to twist it, and I wasn't going to bring this up, but then I realized I'm kind of in awe at the conviction that they have to kind of try and cancel MrBeast at any little thing that he does, and some of the comments I've seen on Twitter are brain rotted, scarlet rotted, should I say the least. MrBeast is once again displaying his white savior complex while looking like a literal colonizer. For some reason, this is a take that so many people have on Twitter for some reason, and if buzzwords were on like a drum, I could just imagine these guys are just fucking bashing at the drum going like, ah, buzzwords, buzzwords, because that's all they fucking do. If you went up to any of them and asked them what all of these words mean, I would be genuinely surprised if they knew what even 20% of the words that they use mean. And let's just go down the route of he's got this complex supremacy thing going on. Let's take Ryan Reynolds, for example. He's the nicest person in the world. I can't imagine anyone dislikes him, or very, very few people dislike him. I can imagine he's done far less, and I'm sure he's done bits for his community and whatever charities that he works for. He has done far less in probably his whole lifetime than MrBeast has done in a whole year. And if MrBeast wants to roll down with this supremacist mindset, go for it, as long as he's doing it to help people. In fact, let me put this in a way that's easier for the Twitter nerds to comprehend in case they're watching this video. If you have a guy on the floor, and the only person around to save him is a guy with like a supremacy complex, a guy who wants to be revered and loved and kind of like appreciated by everyone around him, I would love the fact that he's there because at least the guy on the floor is getting the help that he needs. Even though the guy's doing it for the wrong reasons, the thing that needs help is still being actively done. Now, that's not the best analogy ever, but you get where I'm coming from. As long as the net gain is positive and the person who needs help is getting the help that they need, who cares if someone's doing it for their own ego? Do it for your own ego. But overall, the people are getting the houses, the water, the funding that they need to help them be safer throughout life. People aren't upset that he's helping. They're uncomfortable by his monetization of it and showboating of it. This is by far the fucking stupidest one of the lot. In fact, I'm gonna break the magician's code here. If I fucking disappear, I didn't want to disappear. The FBI's got me for fucking revealing this. This is like top secret information here. I'm gonna break it down for you. If he doesn't fucking monetize it, he's not gonna get the money to continue doing it. I know people think that MrBeast is like this GTA 5 infinite money glitch that he could just fucking spawn money out of fucking nowhere, but he can't. No one can spawn money out of nowhere. They have to get money coming from somewhere. MrBeast's main income of any sort form of money is from his YouTube. If every time he did these videos and didn't monetize them, he wouldn't be able to continue making them. In fact, he's got a whole channel. Again, this is for your own fucking research if any of the Twitter nerds are watching this. He's got his own channel called MrBeast Philanthropy. He also monetizes that, and every single one of the funds for that goes into helping people. Not only does he do that, he also, on his main channel, which is money that goes into his own pocket and then back into other videos for purely entertainment, he still uploads helping people on that channel. So he double helps people. So he kind of has to monetize it, or else where's the money coming from? Again, he can't just fucking spawn the money out of nowhere. I would hate him far less if his antics were just this sort of thing, unless I'm going to creatively torture some people who need money in the name of some sort of reality entertainment. This comment made me laugh a little bit because he's almost acting like MrBeast just fucking scoops people up from the fucking streets and just locks them up in like the bottom pits of hell or Guantanamo Bay. Like he's just fucking torturing people in this torture chamber, and he's like, I'm gonna pay you $500,000, but I'm gonna I'm gonna chop your leg off. It's so fucking stupid. Yes, it's no fucking secret that he picks people up to do videos, so he makes money off that video. But he also gives it to them back. If you ask any normal person who isn't a fucking deluded MrBeast hater, they would snatch at the opportunity of having fun in a video, because most of his videos seem absolutely fun to just be in, to earn like a stupid amount of money. And the absolute worst that he does in some videos is has some fears for people to get over, like spiders or very high heights. But I can imagine before the video, they're made aware of this, and even if they aren't, at some point, at any point they want, to be honest, they could just leave the video. They don't have to do the video at any, they could literally just leave. They'd be like, you know what, fine, I fucking give up. And he would just be like, okay, he's acting like he just kept them captive there for the whole video while torturing them. Ah, yes, the classic MrBeast video where you have to clamp each other's nipples and play like a tug of war until one of each other's rips open for $1 million. Now that's a classic. That right there, my favorite one. MrBeast then decides to reply to all of these people saying, when we help people, curing 1,000 blind people, building 100 homes, 100 wells, etc., people get mad and say I shouldn't be doing this and the government should. Yes, ideally a YouTuber isn't the one fixing these issues, but I'm not just going to stand by and do nothing. Short, sweet, and to the point. The fact that this is even a talking point is ridiculous. The thing is, whenever there's rich people out there, people always point the finger at them and go, you have all this money, you have this boatload of money, and you don't do anything with it. You should be helping people out. You've got more money than we would have in a lifetime. You should be putting money into charities, into building houses, into building wells. And then MrBeast comes in and he's like, I can do that. And people are like, oh, you white supremacist, you're like Griffiths from Berserk, you're absolute scumbag, you're a piece of shit. You could genuinely perform life-saving surgery on a person you absolutely don't know, separate from them, never see them for fucking 3 years, get back with them not knowing that that was the person who performed the life-saving surgery on you. That person that you've saved then gets absolutely rich off of whatever they're doing. You then both live a very happy life, and then Twitter will still find a way of saying, oh, you only performed life-saving surgery because you knew that they were going to be very successful and have money on it. You're a piece of shit. You have a complex. You are a gold digger. How fucking dare you save their life? Someone then decides to reply to this MrBeast tweet saying, you're not doing nothing but making money out of this. Holy shit. Stop acting like you do this on a daily when you only do this for a couple of weeks and then move on. This guy either lives in some anime otaku world or he decides to focus on nothing else but the pure hatred he has for MrBeast. Even if you don't know that Beast philanthropy exists, let's just say he doesn't, he's not been made aware of it for whatever reason, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. On his main channel, every couple of weeks, which is the argument he's fucking fighting for, and if it's not a couple of weeks, a couple of months, he always does videos like this. The last one he did was Wells, which was, I think, around a month or two ago. Then before that was the blind people. Then before that was something like planting trees. And he's done millions of videos like this. So even if you don't know that Beast Philanthropy exists, where he uploads very regularly, and every single bit of that money doesn't go to his pocket, it goes into helping people and keep funding those type of videos. Even if you don't know that exists, he still does it on his main channel. He doubles down on it. So even if you want to discard that, you actually factually can't ignore the fact that he still does it on his main channel regularly. Like I said, this isn't the video I was going to make because it happens every time. This is like raining in England. Like, it happens every fucking day. Twitter people are just always going to be angry goblins that just stay behind a computer screen and just give people shit every single day because their life is miserable. But I decided to give him a pat on the back, sort of say, and be like, you know what? You guys are persistent. You guys love hating so much. You guys do this every fucking time. And you know what? People grab the popcorn and they're like, oh, these guys are going to be miserable today. How are they going to find something bad to say about this MrBeast video? And you know what? As a little bonus clip, if you've made it this far into the video, I'm going to let you into my cerebral cortex a little bit. I'm not saying that MrBeast is the greatest person in the world. He's like this fucking shining star, fucking Jesus reincarnate person. I don't know him. I'm the type of person who likes to meet someone. I like to talk to them off camera, you know, just speak to the actual person themselves before I can make an actual assessment, because a lot of people seem to think that he's just like the epitome of good, which I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and fight and say that he's the epitome of good. But what I can say is, whether he has the God complex or not, he has done a lot of good for the world. He has pumped a lot of his own money into helping other people, and a lot of those other people, like the people who he built 100 houses for, can now live very safely and hopefully now lead a very healthy life. In fact, I bet you any amount of money, all of the people hating on him for building those 100 houses didn't make it to the end of that video, because at the end of that video, he spent even more money than just building the houses, because he bought every kid, or just everyone in that whole village or that whole area, bikes so they can travel around in a lot safer and a lot quicker and a lot more efficiently. This man does absolutely everything to help people out, whether it's a God supremacy complex thing or not, he's still helping people out to like the utmost of his potential. So yeah, Twitter being stupid again, I decided to laugh at these clowns because just these takes sometimes I don't think can be real, but they actually are. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. Bye.